DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use promo code Barry when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. It's time.
You know what?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah. Well, I know we're going to talk about, some of the NFL games, but I just want to point out that, big weekend for me in college football as well. Texas A&M and Alabama. I grew up in College Station. My dad's a professor at A&M, but my kid goes to Alabama. So I'm going to have to be Donna Kelsey and, wear a two-tone jersey here. Well, Alabama's only a 2.5-point favorite over Alabama, which shocks me. I feel like Bama should be, favored by at least a touchdown, which is crazy. But I also want to give a shout out to, Syracuse plays North Carolina. That might be tough. Tar Heels are 9.5-point favorites. But how about my Maryland Terrapins? As you know, it's been 2 weeks now, or a little over 3 weeks that I've been a lifelong diehard fan of the Maryland Terrapins. We're 5-0, baby. Now we play Ohio State. And we're almost 20-point underdogs. I think it's the last 19.5. So it may end ugly this week, but my Terps are undefeated. Let's go Terps. I'm just saying. Take down Ohio State. Be amazing.
Brother. How about it?
Yeah, right? Come on now.
All right, Matthew, we got some pickup lines for you this week. Courtesy of our friends at DraftKings. We showed the biggest spreads off the top of this. But, Jay, what are you pitching to Matthew?
Matthew, I'm pitching the Detroit Lions as 10-point favorites home to the Carolina Panthers. Now, look, we know Detroit can move the ball on offense against a mediocre Panthers defense. Detroit will score in this game, but I think the focus here is that, one, Carolina's offense has been horrific so far. I think Bryce Young, who will get better, but he's been one of the 3 worst quarterbacks in the league this season. And now he's going up against the Detroit defense, which sneakily, because everyone focuses on the offense, Detroit have the 8th best defense this year by EPA per play. Big part of that is the rookie Brian Branch, who's been fantastic since he's come in, Connor. But a bigger part of that is Aiden Hutchinson, who people aren't talking about enough. Last 5 weeks of last season, the number 1 PFF graded defender in the entire NFL, Aiden Hutchinson. Who leads the league in pressures through 4 weeks this season? Aiden Hutchinson. He's 25-1 to win Defensive Player of the Year. He is not far off that Watt, Parsons, Garrett top 3. He is right there. I think that's a good bet. And I think the Lions are going to blow out the Panthers and win by more than 10 points, Connor.
Truly wild that he was drafted after Trayvon Walker, or Trayvon Walker was drafted before him. Yes. People don't talk about that enough to this day. All right, I really like that, Jay, and I'm kind of taking your theme here. I'm piggybacking off your theme with a giant spread, which Jay and I usually don't love to do. But I'm going, Matthew, with the Dolphins covering 12.5 against the Giants. This has just shot upwards on DraftKings. I believe it was 10.5 at open. And this one's not very difficult. What do I have to say? Wink Martindale, he runs a ton of man coverage and blitzes a ton with the Giants. If you do that against Mike McDaniel's offense, you're toast right away. And this is who Wink is. This is who he's always been. There's a reason he's gotten this far throughout his NFL coaching tenure, but it's just not going to work in this game. And I'm not confident that they stray away from their typical game plan. Number 2, what a week it's been for the Giants off the field with Evan Neal's comments. I mean, you completely alienate your entire fan base. It becomes a giant distraction during a week where you have to travel to play what we think is still the best offense in the NFL. And also, the Giants have just been terrible this year for almost every quarter besides the second half against Arizona. I think this is a total disguise. I think 2 touchdowns will be easy for Miami to cover in this game.
I like both these calls quite a bit, but you know what? Much like the Chicago Bears were a dog backed into a corner last night and it came out, I'm nervous about the Giants showing up for one last hurrah. So I'm going with Jay's pick here. The Lions at home with my Amon-Ra St. Brown. I do think both are good calls. I like both bets, but I'm taking Jay home with me tonight. It's another night, just like our Jay. One night in Buffalo, Jay. Yes. Now it's me and you in Florida.
One, very excited for that too. I'm not worried about the Giants. I agree with you. I think Miami will blow them out.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.